Yeah, spoilers for Kenya. I want to talk about like all the characters and like maybe some of the story points. But yeah, characters, I like them, and I was bored, so yeah, I wasn't going to do this because I find most of the characters boring. But let's get into it though. Kenya barely makes it in like teal. Like she genuinely barely makes it into like teal, purely for the fact of like it's hard to like Kenya because she isn't given too much character development at the end of the day. Like the closest we get is her having a father, but then the father's dead anyway, so it's like, oh, and it's lost at a young age, but it's like even then it's like with that flashback, it's like, okay, it didn't really do much for me type of a deal, so it's just like but yeah, Kenya genuinely does like barely gets like because comparatively speaking to the other characters, she's definitely in like tier. But I think overall she just isn't like intriguing enough for me. Like she doesn't have like a moment to like truly put her up here. But I guess she just gets like just because why not? The lot probably goes and don't care because it's the lot. I don't care. I don't know if it's lot or root. At the end of the day, it's spelled like a lot, so I'm gonna say a lot, but maybe it is root. But yeah, the lot is definitely just like they're less of a character and more like nature or like a driving force, and that's why it's just like they don't have a personality for me to care about. Is the best way to put it. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, they're just here and I don't really care for them type of a deal. So yeah, Toshi gets neutral purely for the fact of he has some cool scenes with Kenya, and that's basically it. He has some cool scenes with Kenya, but again, he doesn't really have a character to put him up anymore at all to like make him memorable. It's like, oh yeah, he cares for his people, but then he like kills a lot god, so it's just like questionable to say the least, just a little bit questionable. But yeah, next one would be the brothers arc. I'm putting them all in don't care. I'm not even gonna share their names because I actually forgot their names. I'll be real with you. But yeah, it's the three brothers. Their first arc again isn't really entertaining. It's either not entertaining or not long enough for the most part for me to like really feel anything other than like, yeah, I don't really care about them because they don't like do anything type of deal. So yeah, that's what the brothers. The couple, the same exact thing. Yeah, they're not even they're not connect. They're not really connected to like the brothers story, which is perfect, which is fine. But it's just like because it's not like overarching, and it's like they're all like in their separate story slash catacombs. It doesn't make it as intriguing as it maybe could be. But yeah, the couples, it's like, okay, they're kind of nice, but it also, like, for me, it doesn't mean anything because I know, like, the story is trying to be less of a character-driven story and more like a motive or not interactive, environmental storytelling, which is, like, not my favorite. And then you have the last one. Again, don't remember his name. Don't care. He was, connected with Toshi. But unlike Toshi, who had, like, some cool moments, he doesn't really have any cool moments. So, yeah, it's just, like, most of these characters or purely don't care because Kenya is more of a, for me at least, it seems like it's more of a environmental game than a character driven game or character story driven game. They like to tell the story like, oh, the environment is sometimes going to be bad, or you're just gonna have to deal with that type of ordeal. Well, it's like other ones of them are not bad, so it's just like it's a thing type of ordeal, which isn't like great, or it's not like my cup of tea because obviously I love characters, and if I genuinely don't care about most of the characters, it's a bit oof. And if I can barely even like the MC purely because you're not giving her the due respect she deserves for being the MC, then it's kind of like, yeah. Again, it's not a bad game. I like the gameplay side of it. Definitely like the gameplay side of it. I really enjoyed making the supercut. But I think overall, because it focuses more on like an environmental storytelling than a character storytelling, then it's definitely like, eh. But yeah, that's my tier list for these characters. Most of them don't count, but it's such is life. Don't worry, the next game I'm playing definitely has a lot more characters that I can want to talk about, to say the least. But yeah, that's it for now. Yeah.